Hello, welcome back to my channel. Tonight's video is a review on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, episode 12, season 10. Hope everyone is having a good night. Please like, share, and subscribe if you want. But we're going to get into this video right quick. Well, the audio, because I don't want to get copyright struck.
I cannot believe this grand opening is 3 days away.
For like a long time in the making.
It was a long time in the making. But honestly, I just want to say thank you guys so much for the support. One of my goals in moving to Atlanta was to open up my first Yell store, an all-natural plant-based skincare line for the average woman. And my goal for the store is to have it look like the Garden of Eden when you walk in. But Mac.
So in this scene, Yandy is opening up her new shop for her Yale products. The color scheme is a yellowish, goldish looking scheme. Well, it's more like a bright yellow with some gold tones and touches, with some green flowering for the wall. The way she decorated it got it nice. I don't think I'm describing it properly, but the way she decorated the shop, it looks real nice. And I think the way that she decorated it, the scheme of it actually goes well with the name of her product.
Respect us enough not to have no drama. They know how to, be in the same room and be cool. At least I hope. Listen, I think they love each other and they just got things to work through. Maybe in this beautiful Garden of Eden, they'll be filled with love all over again.
That's good that you wishful thinking.
After you, Kirk. What up? Hey, looking good. I'm definitely very proud of Yandy. You know, she came to Atlanta. Next thing you know, she's opening her business, the Yale Shop. And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get in here, make moves, make more money for your family. So I'm very happy for what she's doing. Y'all make me happy. I ain't gonna lie, when I get around, y'all be happy.
Same here, Jack. How's your family doing? Your boy is good.
I'm gonna tell you like this. The last 30 days of my life have been trying on a lot of personal levels, you know what I'm saying? But I'm getting through it. I ain't gonna say I got through it, I'm getting through it. Well, that's why I need to holler at you.
Alright, so let's head out.
I lost my cool the last time me and my son had a face-to-face. Apparently, I ain't as good as I thought when it comes to making sure I get right to the point and making it make sense for my son. So I'm gonna get a chance to holler at Kurt, him and DC. Both of these guys are a little older than me, so I think it's worth sitting down talking with the brothers to see how we can all come to some type of resolve. Imagine you talking to your son, and somebody come along, get you shut down. And your son is over here checking on the person who got your shut down. Feel like a trader. You like, what you doing? I done ran up on his ass so fast, like a little brick wall, though. What you doing? This is...
Okay, so I think it was the episode before the last episode. I ain't really sure. I don't really remember. But I did see that part of that episode where him and his son did get into the physical altercation. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and speak on how him and his child interact with each other. That's him and his child. But maybe if they go get some third-party help, maybe if they go see a therapist, they'll have some better communication in the future. They both will be able to see where each other is coming from and be able to meet at an equal medium in the middle somewhere. But yeah, I think bringing in a third party for an unbiased opinion, since that third party wouldn't know either one of you from a can of paint, I feel would be a good solution to help him and his son come to some type of ground.
Yeah, you gotta find something. Jock's business is his focus, and I don't think his son can relate to that yet because he's never had one. So you gotta find a better angle to kind of relate to him versus just saying you're losing $1 million business. That really don't mean nothing to none of our kids right now. No pastor, you don't go to church.
That's not a bad idea. As mad as I am, bro, I can't just let him go to the wayside. I can't, man. I'm gonna talk to the pastor and say, look, man, can can we possibly just,
You got some real going on. I feel it for you, bro. You gotta.
On the situation between her and Safari, but I think her and Safari's situation is too far gone. And actually, when they got together, I had said I knew it wasn't gonna work out. So what I'm gonna need Erica to do is grab them babies and go on by her business. Let Safari do Safari. Maybe one day he'll grow up and come to his senses and realize that he made babies out here he got to be there for more than he in the club. And they'll be able to come to a happy medium themselves. I don't know. She just needs to chalk this up as a loss at this point.
He's making me feel like I'm this random woman he had kids with.
We all thought the deal was Erica has her child, everything goes well, and then we get together and we do mediation and we resolve everything. Now he's asking for an expedited hearing. You know, to do all this before your child is born. And that means the next couple of days you're going to have to go through the stress of resolving the whole divorce and maybe have a hearing.
No, but it's scary because he's asking for 50% custody. I was in the hospital for a week. He didn't cancel any gigs. I always wanted to premature labor twice that week. And then next thing you know, I see him all over Instagram groping other women. But you want 50% custody.
Listen, by the way, just to clear it up, when someone has joint custody, it does not mean they have 50% of the time. It means what will happen in your case most likely is your children will live with you. You know, you're going to be the primary custodian. He's going to have a parenting plan. And with young babies, you're going to have a default plan that says we're going to try to let him have these days and these days. But y'all can agree to whatever you want.
That's what worries me because Safari is not capable of having my kids, especially this young. I know I would never lose custody of my kids because you can call me a lot of names in the book if you want to, but
Okay, child. Seeing as though everybody's seen Safari behavior in the public before at some point, girl, you cannot sit up there and say you did not know that he would not be possibly good baby daddy material, okay?
The big picture is he's not taking your babies from you. You'll end up with custody. You're the mom. There's nothing embarrassing about going through divorce. And sometimes there's something embarrassing about not filing for you.
It is when you thought it was going to be forever. Oh, look at that cutie. Some honey buns. What's up, Ern?
Same.
What?
Working is like something is always going wrong.
With all this family drama.
Cross Bistro has.
It turned our relationship. It turned. It got people tripping.
I'm not gonna change who I am because of somebody.
You don't know how to be cordial, though.
I say
You don't know how to be cordial. How can y'all not be cordial?
There was no way we wanted to trust the kids to run Cross Bistro on their own while we went to Dubai.
You know when I try to close out the night and the totals don't match up? So there was a bill for $142 plus a $19 tip, and looky here, the balance was off $161. Something ain't adding up.
So we decided to bring in a temporary manager to help run things while we were gone away.
Me personally, I think the food was being stolen. I don't know if you're inviting your friends to come in, you give them free
That's what it
food.
sounded like.
You're a real petty ass thief
Of
to be
course.
stealing plates of food. You're lame as for that.
Who is it? I don't want to get into nothing personal that's going to cause for family feuds.
At this point, we need to sit them down and sort things out.
Let's just be honest. I'm annoyed with this whole situation.
Okay, seeing as though Kai is sitting here with them, maybe it's Kelsey, maybe it's the older brother, maybe it's the girlfriend. Right now, can't really tell which one may be stealing.
Important than anything else going on right now. Have you been on social media?
Never really.
So you haven't seen Scrappy's post.
What he don't do?
Shout out to all the men going through mental illnesses with no one to turn to because the world wrongly taught males to master.
What they gonna have to do is check them cameras.
Men suffer. Men have suicidal thoughts. Men die by suicide. We need to encourage men to speak up, not expect them to man up. Then on his caption, I'm experiencing this right now. Just lean on God. Take it back, Jack.
Oh wow, that's bad.
I have never heard him or felt as though he would be dealing with something like that. The I'm experiencing this right now thing is what.
No, he basically seeming like a suicidal. Yeah, that's asking for help. For him to blurt that out on social media, it's gotta be bad. And I felt like, why didn't you reach out or let me know sooner? Like, you shouldn't be going through that pain alone. At this point, it must have built up pretty bad if you let it out. For him to post that means he's physically going through something. Wow.
You know, when you going through marital problems and relationship things, you can get into a deep, dark place.
Who knew that the marital problems between Bambi and Scrappy was deep enough for him to go into a depression, especially the way they pumping out them babies? You would never think that they were having problems to where he'd be depressed. But you could never tell what's going on behind somebody's closed doors.
See what he just posted makes me think, hold on, there's a lot going on in his head and we are extremely concerned.
You know what? You need to hit Bambi and see what you think.
I'll text her.
Yeah, we need to figure that out. I feel like me looking at Scrappy, looking in his eyes, I can know what's going on. Is it because something's going on with you and Bambi? Are you really sitting here contemplating doing something, which I pray you're not? You know, I feel like, let me analyze it and talk to him face to face, get his body language, and then we're going to adjust as we're talking.
Coming up on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. You got all this stuff going on, like about divorce and
Andre's things.
marriage is happening.
Not this one. I like to talk about. You're scaring me.
So she trying to tell me she didn't realize that Safari may not be marriage material. But then again, he want to play victim and act like he don't know why she be upset. Meanwhile, you going around saying messed up things in the public to people. Like, what type of husband go around letting people know, oh, I just got married, but it ain't all that great. I ain't that happy right now. Well, I ain't happy at all. This marriage ain't lasting that long. Why you didn't think about that before you popped them babies up and hurt off? Like, I feel like Safari is selfish. He's selfish and he's childish. He need to grow the hell up. Excuse my language, but it is what it is. He need to grow up. But at this point, she could chalk that up as a loss because you can't change them and your damn show can't force them to change until they're ready to change. Sad but true.
So after Mom Dukes told me that Bam was trying to divorce and take money and all that kind of
I'm sorry, give me a second.
I had to get up out of the house, you know what I'm saying? Because, man, I'm done. I'm like so confused and just, I'm tired, man. I'm physically, mentally drained. I was already real down, man. And it was a couple of days where I was only able to see my kids through Instagram because man was like not answering the phone and all that kind of crazy stuff.
You guys spoken since like,
No, man, listen. I don't say, you know what I'm saying? I keep it pushing. Yo, they never said it. I felt like it was time for me to make a call up in DC. Let's get Scrappy down here. Let's talk to him. You know, I need you to quarterback me with this Scrappy situation. I want to make sure I don't miss.
Scrappy and Bambi need some marriage counseling. Maybe that'll help them come to an agreement. Maybe they'll stop feeling like each other is being overlooked by each other. Some marriage counseling or something.
Was finna go file for divorce, and she want this much money. And
wait, hold on, you two? You gonna go into the same with like Safaree?
I mean, we had a couple conversations about divorce, and we were gonna, you know. But I'm thinking like we gonna have that conversation, like not you and your friends and like that. Once y'all get to that point though, man, soon as the pandemic eased up, bro. I don't know if she thought like I was just gonna be at home all the time, but I got back on my hustle. I released Georgia, Florida, and you can't just sit in one place in this position that I'm in. You gotta move. But she don't understand that. She be mad at having a good time, and she's pregnant and having a baby. Like she act like I'm doing what Safaree doing. This just that's why I just go through all that. Cause when you a working man, you do that to provide. And it kind of baffles me that Bam gets angry, you know what I'm saying, when she see me having fun and when I'm out and I'm working. Like, going to a show, I'm gonna get paid, bro. That some people hope.
I wonder if Bambi is feeling overworked and maybe she having some type of postpartum that she haven't acknowledged yet. I don't know. They just need to go to counseling and stuff. And both of them go see an individual therapist or a marriage therapist. Shit, I don't know. Just go get some help.
Let your guards down and have a real one-on-one with your wife and let her know what's going on in your head. When I made that post, I was really talking about mental health and the way men are and the way women want men to be. They want us to shut up and take it. And you ain't supposed to feel no kind of way. You're supposed to, you're a man up, take that. And I'm like, cuz, let me be over here and I'm on, cuz, you know what I'm saying? And you know that don't happen for a lot of men, bro.
You know what helped me and Yandy? We like to be around successful couples, right? It inspire us. When we look at the history of Rashid and Kirk, they've been together for 20-something years. So we just ask them how y'all get there, because there's plenty of times they want to kill each other. What you gonna do that sound extremely hard, but don't give up.
How they got there was it took for Kirk ass to have a damn sad baby for him to pipe down a little bit.
You know, you used to hit me all the time. Just been going through it, just trying to get through it, you feel me?
I ain't forgot about that baby just because he ain't on camera no more.
I've heard the madness that's going on the blog. I've seen it. Everyone has. But Erica Safaree are my friend, and I need to check in on them and make sure they're good.
Hi, how are you? Newly married.
Newly married again. At least you made it.
I wish you
Girl, newly married, she had it right the first time. Your lying ass.
I'm actually really happy.
See, that's why I ain't never really been a Yandy fan.
Relationship or marriage, that's gotta be a different type of high. Yandy is Safaree's friend, and being married to him has actually brought me and Yandy closer. I've been able to kind of pick her brain on marriage, and then there's times where I'm like, what's up with your friend? Like, do you know something I didn't know? How was the wedding though?
It was beautiful. It was fresh, like it's like a start over.
We've never been out the country together. Sitting here talking to Erica about my vow renewal, and she may be getting a divorce is not easy. She was one of the most beautiful brides. Safaree was shining and happy. I hate that a few years later we are here in this space with them, and I'm hoping that, you know, in this conversation there may still be a chance. How are you doing? Filing for divorce
was the hardest decision of my life, and I still am like, I don't even know if I'm doing the right thing. Like, why did you marry me to do this to me? Like, why? And then I'm pregnant by myself, like I'm a single mother.
Oh my God, Erica, the first thing you have got.
Girl, you was a single mother before. You could do it again.
I found out
I mean, I'm not saying that like that's giving Safari an excuse or anything, because it don't.
Because I had an intuition. I hired a detective who told me everything I needed to know. I have the proof. I wouldn't even mention the girls just because they're all whack. I'm not in this to make a show of my marriage.
He wants to rush our divorce to happen before the baby is born. He wants to sue me for his stuff. He wants 50% custody. He wants a rush court hearing for visitation with Sapphire.
I'm not understanding why Safari would even want to put Erica through this before the baby is born. Do you understand what stress can do to a baby? I never want to take one side of the story, but this side from her is breaking my heart.
You have my number, and you can call me anytime. That's it. Don't depend on him and what he got going on. He got to deal with that with God and his own demons. You can't do the that he's doing to a woman like you or to those babies and get away with it. I understand how important a village is. I'm telling you, I would not be here if it wasn't for women that came to my aid. I would not be here. I really appreciate that.
Coming up on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
I think the food's being stolen.
Anybody have anything to say about this?
Lord Jesus, who's stealing food? Stealing food out the bistro. Who giving their friends free food? And I wonder. I bet you it's one of them damn girlfriends. They look sneaky. You know, some of them look like they entitled to act like they can do more than they can do just because they are a girlfriend. But whatever. Let me fast forward through the commercials to the next scene.
Boy, from Bistro, me and my kids, it's just like we're all going through some bullshit right now. We totally know somebody's stealing from the restaurant. I thought we were moving forward, and to find out that we still got to deal with some is really mind-boggling to me. So we calling all the kids together to have a meeting so we can kind of get this straight. We got a serious problem with some missing food at this point in time, and we need to get to the bottom of it.
There's something going on, and I feel it's not right.
So now Varmer tells me he know why we got these voids and why the food is not adding up at the end of the night.
Me personally, I think the food's being stolen.
I think that everybody has to understand accountability. I do expect better. I don't know. Does anybody have anything to say about this? The truth, who is
It's Ciara.
That's not true. I never had no problem with me serving or none of it until the involvement of people disliking me.
Honestly, I'm not at all surprised.
Me either. I said one of the girlfriends. AT&T better get their shit because I'm tired of my damn TV buffering.
Because we've had situations with Ciara since she started the Bistro.
All of a sudden, now these past couple months, it's like when I make a mistake, it be like death row.
This is the thing. You do think you can get away with murder?
She do. She look like a little entitled little heifer.
You say you don't, but you do. And that needs to stop.
With some,
so consider this your warning.
some damn fan shades over their eyes. I don't get how they wear their lashes like that.
Listen, there's no better time to start than right now. Just try to mend it and make things better. So Earth's decision not to terminate her is understandable. But what I will say is we need to be on the lookout for things. My whole thing is when we're not here, we want to just
Bump that. That ain't understandable. I'd have fired her ass. She ain't even one of your damn kids. And y'all keep on giving her chance after chance. Didn't he just sit there and say they had problems with her since they opened that restaurant? Her ass need to be fired. Capital letters. FIRED. Exclamation mark. The fuck?
You got 1, 2, 3 right up, strike 3. You out the door.
This scene is about to be about Bambi and Sierra meeting up for lunch to have a conversation about Scrappy.
Leave me at home with the kids and all the responsibilities. But even though Scrappy's back home, we're not talking at all. So how was it? Goodbye.
Bambi outfit cute at this restaurant, but I don't know about that confessional outfit. She looked like, I don't know, a misshaped marshmallow or something. I don't know what that dress was going for.
Gotta ask you, is Scrap okay? Because he posted something like
He was
suicidal and stuff like that. So I'm like, damn, this in real life, let me see what's really going on.
You know what? Like, I know that he really has been suffering. Yeah. So he came home the next day after that. He's like, oh, sick. And mind you, like, we haven't been talking. He was like totally disrespectful to me. But I did make sure he had some food. Like, I gave him some tea and all that. I worry about Scrapping his mental health. He just like keeps it all to himself, but then he'll like pour it out on social media. So at this point, I'm just gonna let Scrap figure out what he's gonna do for himself, and I'm gonna focus on myself and my babies. Not to make matters worse for y'all, but let me tell you.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, that statement is where she went wrong at. And why did she go and get her lipstick? What is with all this rearranging of the face features and type stuff that they on right now nowadays? Like, why you go get your lipstick? You already have full lips. Now you out here looking like your damn lips always fucking swollen for no damn reason.
She don't be with the kids. My son be with the kids a lot.
Mama D is being typical Mama D again. Just really trying to make excuses for her son.
I just can't keep from you. So I feel like I needed to let you know what was going on and what was being said on
Right.
both ends.
This lady better not try me. I'm tired of just holding it in. Listen, I have so much going on at this point. I'm carrying this baby. I'm taking care of 2 babies. I'm running the business. I'm trying to be the best friend I can be to Erica. I, myself, am sitting up here facing a divorce. And then Mama D, like, she wants to put her little extra, seasoning in the mix. And I'm just like, girl, like, right now, I really don't need this. She itching for me.
Like, she was real cute before she got that did to her face.
Coming up, 11 Hip Hop Atlanta.
You may think I'm tripping. I'm concerned. I got a group of peers right now. I lost their son. I don't want to be in that group.
It shouldn't be hard for a child to understand that the streets don't love no one. They don't love you. They don't love your daddy when your daddy was in them, or he would still be in them if they loved him so much. Like, the streets don't love nobody. Ain't nothing out there in the streets for nobody. Especially nowadays. It ain't even safe to be out on the street anymore. Stay my ass in the house. Unless I'm at amusement parks or something. I go to fun activities. I like to go do fun things. All this going to clubs where shootings and stuff pop off. I ain't with that. Is they meeting at a church?
What's going on?
I guess they gonna make sure ain't no fight gonna break out this time. Or maybe it's Kendra's idea to meet in church. I don't know. But then a church. to have this father-son meeting.
No perfect father, no perfect children. See what's going on.
But then again, counselors are pastors and things, so I guess it makes sense.
Right. This being the first time that we've seen each other since.
I think I'm gonna have to make an angry call to AT&T tomorrow.
It's the incident. I'm uneasy, I'm unsettled. I don't really know how to feel. If I reached out to me.
Because with a switched out modem, ain't no way it should still be going.
Because I understand that there's been some conflict. You know, I'm just here to see how I can help. So. What happened recently at the club?
We came to resolve things like we doing now, and things ain't go how they were supposed to. Ended up getting into a physical altercation. Things just went right. That's why we here.
I do think that our general practices on parenting may have to change a little. Like Herb said, the approach can feel more like love as opposed to hate or insult. Do you have anything to say to each other? Yeah. Well, you may think I'm tripping.
True. It could hurt your kids' feelings.
I'm concerned.
And they'll look at you like, why are you treating me like somebody you would treat that's a stranger to you when they run up on you like that?
I don't want to support.
Because I've had those moments.
Them on the inside and feel that same pain, that same trauma. So many friends who lost their sons. It'll take me 6 sets of hands.
Give me 1 second, please.
It's accountable. No parent.
I had to mute my mic for a second, but I'm getting ready to end this live here. Hopefully, Jock and his son can come to a better understanding. But I'm about to give AT&T a call because this is ridiculous. I'll catch everybody on the next live.